This chart has predicted every major market crash for the last 50 years, and right now, it just triggered again. You see, Elon Musk became the world's first trillionaire. Cool, right? Except it lasted about 2 weeks. 2 weeks! The reason it collapsed? It's one of the most insane finance stories of the year, and honestly, it's kind of hilarious. So, let's break it down. Simply, no finance degree needed. Let's go. Okay, so first, what even happened? SpaceX, you know Elon's rocket company, but yeah, finally went public, meaning anyone could buy a piece of it on the stock market. The stock started at $135 a share. Fine, normal. Then within days, it shot up to $225. That made SpaceX worth almost $3 trillion. To put that in perspective, that's more than the entire GDP of France for a rocket company that loses money every quarter. But hey, hype is hype. And Elon, he became the world's first trillionaire. Great story, amazing, inspirational. Except then the stock crashed 38%. Just like that, trillionaire card revoked. Now here's where it gets interesting. Elon had a plan, a sneaky, clever Wall Street plan. See, there's this thing called the NASDAQ 100. Think of it like the VIP list of stocks. If your company gets added to it, every single major fund in the world is legally required to buy your stock automatically. No choice. They just have to buy it. We're talking hundreds of billions of dollars of forced buying. Normally you have to wait 3 months to get on this list, but somehow, and I'll let you guess who was involved in this decision, the rules got changed. SpaceX got fast-tracked in just 15 trading days. So the plan was simple. Get on the NASDAQ 100, trigger billions in automatic buying, stock goes back up, Elon becomes a trillionaire again. Except the stock kept falling anyway. Even with the entire market legally forced to buy it, it still went down. When the market is required to buy your stock and it still drops, that's not a market problem, that's a you problem. Okay, so at this point, SpaceX just raised $75 billion from the IPO. The biggest IPO in history, by the way. And then, 10 days later, they asked for more money. $25 billion more. Think about that. Your friend borrows $75 from you. Biggest loan you've ever given anyone. And 10 days later, he texts you asking for another $25. You'd have questions, right? The market had questions too. And here's the answer that made everyone nervous. A big chunk of that new money wasn't for building rockets or launching satellites. It was to pay off old debt they already had. So SpaceX raised the biggest IPO in history to pay off loans they took out before the IPO even happened. The day that news dropped, stock fell 16% in a single day. Now here's the part that actually affects regular investors, and it's wild. SpaceX decided to buy a company called Cursor, an AI coding tool pulling in $2 billion a year in revenue. Genuinely great product. Even Microsoft tried to buy it, but here's how SpaceX paid for it. Not with cash, with stock. $60 billion worth of stock. Now, how do you pay someone with stock you don't have? You make more stock. You just print more shares. And here's where the pizza analogy comes in. Imagine SpaceX as a pizza. When it went public, that pizza got cut into a fixed number of slices. You bought a slice. Your slice was worth something. Then SpaceX needed to pay for Cursor, so they cut the pizza into more slices. Same pizza, more slices. Your slice just got smaller. That's called dilution. And it's one of the sneakiest ways a company can quietly reduce what your investment is worth without technically touching your money. SpaceX diluted shareholders by 3.4%. Doesn't sound like much until you realize we're talking about a multi-trillion-dollar company. That 3.4% wiped out around $600 billion in value. The stock dropped another 20%. So to recap, in the span of a few weeks, stock crashes 38% from the peak, NASDAQ rescue plan fails, bond sale spooks the market, dilution wipes another 20%. But wait, there's more. Here's the final twist. SpaceX is one business that's actually making money. The one thing keeping this whole operation alive is Starlink, their satellite internet service. Real revenue, real customers, real profit. But now, competitors are copying the exact same playbook. Rocket Lab just announced an $8 billion deal to build their own satellite network. And Jeff Bezos, yes, that Jeff Bezos, has his own satellite internet project waiting in the wings too. The one profitable part of SpaceX might be about to get a lot of competition for a company already losing billions in every other area. That's the one thing Elon really cannot afford to lose. So what does all of this actually mean? It means for the first time since SpaceX went public, the hype is being measured against something boring. Actual numbers, actual profits, actual cash flow, and the numbers? They don't look great right now. Now, does this mean SpaceX is done? No. Starlink is real. Cursor cursor is genuinely impressive. Nobody serious is saying SpaceX is worthless. But here's the lesson for anyone watching this as an investor. When a company goes public with massive hype, raises billions, and then immediately asks for more money to pay off old debt, that's a yellow flag. When they pay for acquisitions with stock instead of cash and dilute your shares in the process, another yellow flag. When their rescue plan fails, even with the entire market forced to buy, at some point yellow flags become a pattern, and that's what smart investors watch for, not the headlines, not the trillionaire stories, the actual numbers under the hood. That's what Marcus Macro's here for, breaking down the stuff that actually matters and simply, clearly, no finance degree required. If this helped you understand what's going on, subscribe, because there's a lot more of this coming. See you in the next one.